Hi everyone, welcome back to Experiments with Ella. Today we are going to be focusing on chemical changes. And let me explain real fast what a chemical change is. So a chemical change happens because of a chemical reaction. And this chemical reaction makes the atoms in the substance that's going to change form new bonds. And these bonds create a new form. And normally, or not a new form, a new product. And normally these products can't really be switched back to the product they were before without another chemical change occurring. It's quite different than physical changes because physical changes can go back really easy. An example of a physical change is if you crumble up a piece of paper, you can flatten that paper back out and it's still the same piece of paper. Or if you freeze water, it creates ice, and you could easily reverse that by melting the water. So some examples of a chemical change that you may have seen are fireworks, a rotting banana peel, a piece of wood that's burning, or you might have seen it in your kitchen in the form of cooking or baking. And today I am going to bake some brownies to show you this chemical change. So when you bake or cook something, well, let's talk about baking. So when you bake something and you mix all the ingredients together and then you put it in the oven, and this heat makes a new product, and the heat causes the atoms to form new chemical bonds. So when you bake brownies, when you take them out of the oven and they're all hot and they are just brownies, it's kind of impossible to undo that baking and take it back to just like a cup of sugar or cocoa powder or something. So that's what I'm trying to explain to you, that chemical reactions, when they occur, they can't be undone. So I'm gonna show you some of the process of making brownies. I'll show you the batter in the pan before, and then once they're out of the oven, I'll show them to you when they're done. And I'll put the recipe link in the comments, so if anyone does want to make these with an adult supervising, please. Because sometimes mixers are dangerous and then you can burn yourself on the oven, and we don't want that. So when you do this recipe, please make sure there's an adult with you. And so one thing I forgot to mention at the beginning of this video is that, especially during these times, but please always, before you bake or cook anything or do anything in the kitchen, please wash your hands. And if you're using any raw meats or anything like eggs, please wash your hands after that. That's to protect you and anyone else eating it. Alright, so I mixed all this up, and now we are going to put it in our greased up pan. Alright, just spread it out so it cooks bakes evenly. And our oven is preheated to 350 degrees. And we're just going to put it in the oven for 30 minutes. And while it's in the oven, it will have some chemical reactions going on that will turn it into baked brownies. So here are our finished brownies. When they were in the oven, the heat from the oven created some chemical reactions that caused different atoms to change around and create these wonderfully baked brownies. So like I said before, I will put the link to this recipe in the comments, and if you have any questions about this or anything else, you can email me and I'll put that in the comments as well. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week.